With us this afternoon, Christina Brady from Blacktower Financial Management. We're going to have a look at some of the things that we might be able to do to feather our own nest. A fixed rate capital guarantee product you told me about, Christina.
Yeah, we have one that's 3 years. It's capital guaranteed and it's paying at the moment 5.1% for sterling, and it compounds over the 3 years, so the actual rate comes in at 5.36%. It's with one of the largest life assurance companies in the world, called Knighthead, and that is rated A-. It's excellent, financially stable, and yeah, that has been doing very, very well. You can do it as long as you're under the age of 85. And it could be in single names or joint names, and as long as you hold it for the 3 years, you get back at the end of 3 years, you can roll it again. You get 30 days to decide whether you want to roll it again for the next 3 years if the rate's good, or if you want to take the money. And only when you take your money out do you have to pay tax in Spain, and you would only pay tax on the gain. So say you gained 9,000, you would only have to pay savings tax, not income tax, on that 9,000. So it's very worthwhile doing. And as I said, I've been rushed off my feet this week, literally, with people doing it. I think with the turmoil as well in the markets, it's nice to know that something is
it's fixed and guaranteed.
Yeah, and safe and secure as it can be. People say, is there no risk? No, there's always a risk. There's a risk with everything you do. You know, the whole world could implode. But as safe as we can get it, yes, it is. So if anyone's interested, you'll have the contact details at the end. Just get in touch. Also, I've been, I must have done about 20 or 30 so far, proof of life forms for UK state pensions.
Right, okay.
They seem to be, as it's a new government, they're sending it out to everyone who's receiving a UK state pension. And I was doing a review with a client the other day, and he said, do you know why I haven't got my UK state pension for the last 2 months? He said, I really need it. I'm really worried. I said, well, have you filled in your proof of life form? He went, no, I haven't got one. I said, well, if you call them. So he called them afterwards. He said it took a while, obviously. He said, but they were very nice. They reinstated his pension and they posted out, because they have to be sent by post. And as we know, post is taking about 6 to 8
That'll be
weeks
why he probably didn't get it. Yeah, or not at all. Yes.
So they've posted it to him again, and he's coming in next week for me to fill in his proof of life.
So does it have to be done by a financial advisor?
No, it can be done by a bank manager. There's a whole list of anyone who could do it. But if you don't send it back, you will not get your state pension. So please, it doesn't seem to be one sort of age group. It seems to be everybody's getting it. So if you haven't got a form and your pension hasn't been paid, your UK state pension, that is most probably why. So please get in touch with them and get this form sent to you as soon as possible.
Reminds
me important.
Reminds me about the Modelo 720 as well, which people are sorting out.
Yeah, in Spain that has to be done by the end of March. That is where you're meant to declare any assets you hold outside Spain worth more than 50,000 euros. Now, if you've done investments with Blacktower, and we've told you they're Spanish tax compliant, they do not need to be reported, even though they're not based in Spain. The companies who we've dealt with have an operation in Spain that reports them to the Hacienda on your behalf. So you do not need to report them. So that would be Prudential, if you have Prudential with us, and Utmost or One Life, various ones, as long as they're Spanish tax compliant. Obviously, pensions need to be reported because they're not an investment. Sorry, I don't know what that is. That's my machine telling me I need to do an update. Thank you, machine. So please, if you've got rid of something completely since the last time you did the Modelo, you've got to redo it again. So talk to your accountant if you're not sure, and they will help you with that.
Okay.
It's not as bad as before because there's not the horrendous fines. So if you do miss it, don't panic. You can always do it next year. But it is advisable if you have something on that and has changed drastically to get it updated, or you have something new. Also, if anyone's around in Javier, one of my team, a chap called Matt Edwards, is at the Javier Golf Club on the 26th of March from 10 a.m. There's an expert panel event, and you've got Vives Pons on tax, you've got Luminon on foreign exchange, you've got an insurance company. I think you've got about 5 specialists there who are all each going to give a small talk. It's only about 10 minutes each, and at the end you can talk to them, you can ask any questions you want. So that is at Javier Golf Club. That is on the 26th of March, and it's at 10 a.m. So if you want to go, obviously you can always send an email to us or just turn up. There'll be spaces, I'm sure. If they're not, they'll make spaces for you. So that's on the 26th.
All right, you can always get in touch via blacktowerfm.com on the website on the About Us